they chop up the loser. The loser gets his head cut off in the back. It happens. It happens. Chicken murder at Catalina. This is fucking great. Oh man. Well, yeah, this next comedian, she's new in town. She's from Chicago. She's worked at like Second City and things like that. So I'm pretty sure she's very funny. Give it up for Lara Slater.
Probably the nicest thing anybody's ever said about me, and I appreciate that. How's it going tonight, Catalina? How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. And I say okay because I'm at that weird place in life, you know, that like natural transitional phase that everybody goes through where you like are forced to move out of your house and back into an apartment. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know, and it's weird and it's hard because I got kids. Like my oldest kid is 10 and it's hard for him because there aren't a lot of kids his age there. Because like most of the people who have kids that are 10 are like moving on up, and we're not. So, you know, it's hard. But and the kids that are his age there, like their parents don't allow them to go outside because you know, like there's always a bag to fill of there's always a bag you need to fill with drugs. Like there's other things you can do to make yourself productive. Like, and have you seen like little kid hands, like 10-year-old kid hands, like. There's like this magical ratio of like dexterity to smallness that can just grab a little baggie, full of weed, and like know the exact amount of ounces, and like you do it super fast, and like it's free, guys. Like that is some good, cost-effective weed packaging lines right there. Like you can't blame the parents for that. Like that's like street smarts. Like I'm kind of jealous that I don't have that in my life right now. But you know, it's hard for me too, because like I've seen the other side. I've been over in like residential neighborhoods, and it was awesome and glorious. And then I'm back. And it's hard because it's like I equate it to like, you know, like we're all prisoners in the apartment prison, you know? And we're there and I'm like, guys, guess what? I'm getting out tomorrow on parole. Sucks to be you. I'm getting out and I'm never coming back. I'm gonna make something of myself. I'm gonna be big stuff. I'm gonna get a house, have a family, a nice steady job, good income, neighbors that I know and like me, and like it happens and I get out, I give my shit away and I get out, and like it goes okay for a while, but then like I fall back into my life of crime because like the apartment's all I know, and eventually like the HOA parole officer comes to my door and I open it and he's like, how's it going, Lara? I'm like, going pretty good. Like, why are you here? He's like, I noticed you left your trash can out overnight again. Oh, shit. He's like, that's your car on the street, isn't it? We don't park on the street here. I was like, okay, that makes sense because like nobody should park on the street anywhere. The streets are made for cars, not. And then he's like, you see your tree branches? I measured them. 3 inches too close to the sidewalk. Like, oh no. Grabs me, pulls me out, he's like, you're not ready for single family dwellings yet. I'm like, you're going back to the apartments. And I get there, and like, it's the worst because like, you have to make that initial walk of shame to the community barbecue. And like, everybody's looking at you, they're like, she's so cool, shut up, guess who's back? You walk past the cat lady, and she's standing like in her like little patio with like all her little cats scurrying around her legs, smoking a cigarette. She's like, thought you were gonna never come back here. You're back. Thought you were gonna be big stuff. Isn't that what she said, Mr. Feathersworth? Big stuff. She's gonna be big stuff. Look who's back. With the rest of us slums, and you're like, shut up, Mom! Seriously, gosh! You know, it's hard. It's hard going back. It's hard going to a new place. You know, like was said, I'm new in town. I actually moved here from Tucson. I know, right? Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I was there. Thanks, guys. That was weird. So I was there, and I did just come back from Chicago. I was out there doing some different shows and different stuff. And, you know, I noticed, like, being in a different place, like, you notice how things mean different things at certain places. Like in Tucson, like, when you, like, crossing signals, like, you go up to, like, the crossing signal, and it's, like, red hand. Like, we call this the red hand of death. Because, like, it's a good day if somebody doesn't die while crossing the street legally in Tucson. Like, pedestrians just be flying everywhere. And it doesn't mean the same thing in Chicago. Like, I went up to the street, and the red light comes up, and everybody just does whatever the hell they want. And I'm, like, super, like, anxiety, having a panic attack, looking who needs to be saved. And I found out that the red hand in Chicago doesn't mean what it does in Tucson. It means stop or don't. Or whatever. Fucking across the street, I'm just a red hand doing my job. I don't know what's going on, go ahead, I don't care. Like, it's totally different. Like, it's so bad in Tucson that we make our homeless people wear, like, fluorescent vests so they don't get hit by the cars, which seems kind of weird to me, because, like, wouldn't that solve two problems? Right? Like, I'm the bad person because I just came up with a creative idea to solve problems. Now I'm the bitch. Whatever. You know, but, like, going to different places to do comedy, it's different, because you go to a new club for the first time, and you walk in and everybody's looking at you, they're sizing you up. And I don't know if you guys know this, but there's this, like, scale of funny that's based solely on your appearance. And the further you swing to hobo on that scale, the funnier you're expected to be. So, God, that guy's a hobo. Woo! So, like, I get up there, nobody's expecting much from me. That's a little joke to make me feel pretty about myself. And so I get up there, and I do my bit, and, like, I kill the guys. Like, not to brag, but I, like, freaking, like, Kobe Bryant knocked it out of the park for the touchdown to win the World Cup. It was amazing. There was, like, jock straps flying everywhere, all over the stage, and I don't think that's because the venue also doubled as a men's locker room. Like, I don't think that was the reason. I think that was just amazing. So after the show, I go out there, and there's this group of guys, and they're like, I could tell they were a little jealous, a little mad at me for doing good. So I'm like, it's all fair. Like, I'll go up and be nice, you know. So I go up there, and I'm like, hey guys, how's this going? And immediately, they stop talking. And I mean, like, being a girl who attended middle school, I know what that means. It means the bitch has been talking shit about me behind my back. So I'm, like, trying to make it, like, not awkward and weird, and I'm like, hey, good job, guys. And the leader of the group is like, was that your first time? And I was like, what is, like, why? Was it that bad? And I could tell he wasn't, like, saying it in a nice way, because the level of douchebaggery in his voice was very high, very high. And so his little friend goes on, and he's like, well, let's just say, after your fifth time, like, we want to see that. And I was like, what happens after my fifth time here? Like after I, like, finish my set, does, like, a rainbow come down, and, like, little, like, people dressed as leprechauns, or, like, ride with little monkeys, like, throwing gold coins into the audience, and, like, people lift me up, they're all, Lara, Lara, because I would also like to see that. That sounds fucking amazing, right? Yeah, I know, it sounds amazing. So as they're talking, they're giving me shit, I'm thinking to myself, like, I gotta get some sort of revenge comeback against them, you know, so I plan it all out. So, guys, this is the plan. All of us, we're all gonna go to this venue. We're gonna dress like regular people, sneak in, you all my friends. So we're not gonna wear the shirts we usually wear that say, like, we're with Lara, prom 2000. So don't wear the shirts, we're gonna blend in. I'm gonna approach you in the parking lot, and I'm just gonna start going like this. And then my hips gonna shake. Then everybody's gonna come out of the shadows and start joining me. And then the music's gonna start, but it's not gonna be real music because, like, I don't know, like, copyright laws or, like, what permits I'll have to get to set up speakers. So it's just gonna be me, and I'm just gonna be like, and then we will initiate the best form of revenge in the history of the world, which is West Side Story dance battle to the death. Jen and say to them, and that's how the West was won, bitch! I'm Lara Slater, that's my turn. Thanks for having me tonight, guys.
Wow. And she even left the mic standing straight up. That is fucking crazy. She knew what was going on in my pants during that